Hey everybody, Rick Valenzi with the Financial Zen Group, bringing you your monthly Financial Zen tutorial. It is the day after Christmas, and I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season, and hopefully you're looking forward to a nice, relaxing week in limbo. Everybody knows the week between Christmas and New Year's is one for relaxing and recharging, or maybe you use it to catch up on things that have built up over the year. What have you, it's always a nice week where the world slows down a little bit. So hopefully you're going to enjoy that for the next few days. This tutorial is going to help you keep what's probably one of your New Year's resolutions. The second most common New Year's resolution behind losing weight is saving more money, or some variation of that, spending less money. Getting on top of your finances. However you phrase it, it all boils down to improving your financial health. And at the Financial Zen Group, I'm trying to do two things, really. One is to help educate people, right? To help improve your financial literacy, because this stuff is hard and it's not getting any easier. We just had a tax bill introduced, which complicates even more than it was before. So it's not getting any easier and it's difficult. So I'm trying to improve your knowledge as it comes to personal finance. And then the second thing that I'm trying to help you do is help you implement that knowledge once you have it, right? If all it took to be a billionaire with a six-pack is to know how to build up a six-pack of abs and become a billionaire, that'd be the easy part, right? The hard part is actually implementing that knowledge. So what I try to do is leverage technology to make implementing your knowledge as easy as possible so that you can improve your financial health as much as you possibly can. So one of the tools that many of you are familiar with is the monthly reminders that I send out. You get one the first Tuesday of each month. If you ignore it, then you'll get another one the following Tuesday. If you ignore that, then we'll hit the reset button. You'll get the next one on the following first Tuesday of the month. Now, that is meant to be a unintrusive way for you to give you a nudge, to say, hey, don't forget, during our last quarterly, we agreed that these would be the to-do list items that we complete before our next quarterly call. Have you done them, right? Because life gets in the way, life gets busy, you got more things to worry about than, what's on your financial to-do list. And I want to make sure, I'm just going to walk you through an example of what that email looks like, the options that you have available to you, and the best way to use it to your advantage to stay on top of things. All right? So let me show you a sample that I created here and sent to my Gmail account. This is what it'll look like. It might look familiar to some of you. It comes from the Financial Zen Group. It just says, Rick, let us know how you're doing in just one click. So you open that up, and you see my sample financial to-do list, right? So during our last quarter, let's say Rick and I agreed that that'll get tricky. I'm not even going to try to speak like that. But let's say we agreed that you'd get your Wells Fargo login added to the Financial Zen client portal, that you send me your 401k investment options so I could customize an allocation for your 401k investment portfolio. We said you'd open and fund your Ally savings account for your emergency fund. Maybe you needed to complete your risk assessment. And a lot of you, if you haven't, you will see this next Tuesday actually. But a lot of you, if you have not already scheduled your quarterly review, you'll get a reminder on that with a link to schedule that and put that time in my calendar next Tuesday, which will be the first Tuesday of January. So let's say over the last month, you were successfully able to add your Wells Fargo login to the Financial Zen site, and you also sent me your 401k options. Congratulations. Thank you for being on top of things. If that's the case, then you would click here and say, click here to mark this complete, and it would pull up your to-do list website, and you just check the two boxes off, and you're done. It's automatically saved, and when you receive that reminder next month, those will already be checked off your list. We'll keep them in there just so you can remind yourself of how much you accomplished the past 3 months, but they will be checked off so you know what's next on your list. Okay, let's say you were down to completing your risk assessment, And we reviewed how to do it, but you couldn't remember all the details, and you got a little bit confused when you clicked on the link, so you want a little bit of help. So in that case, if you needed help or had an additional question, you just click here to reach out for support. And that would bring you to a page like this. Simple. Click the bullet point or write in something customized. Hit click here to let Rick know. And I will contact you, email, phone, what have you, to answer whatever questions you have. Pretty simple, right? And then the last option is click here to remind you later. One of the things that I want to do is, I don't want to be a nag. I want you to feel like you're in control of your own destiny. And so when you receive these emails, let's say you get it on that Tuesday morning and you go, man, I'm swamped today. No way I'm going to get to this stuff. Let's kick the can down the road a little bit and remind me in a couple weeks. So you'd click the box that says click here to remind me later. You'd say remind me in 2 weeks. And you'd click the button. Oh, that's because I already did this. Let's say 3 weeks. And you click the button. And boom, it's changed. It's updated. You'll get your next reminder on January 26th and won't get that reminder on the next first Tuesday of the month. So it's just that simple. And when you should, one thing that I'll also add is when you do click on those, you'll get confirmations that says, congratulations, you've successfully changed your priority date to January 9th, right? Or you successfully checked off some things off your list. You'll get a reminder that letting you know that you completed those actions. And it's just that simple. Simple email, one of 3 options that'll help you stay on top of your New Year's resolution to improve your financial health, assuming that's one of them. And it will help take all that knowledge that you're learning and actually apply it to improve your situation. So, short and sweet this month. Enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the last few days of 2017. And I will see you in the new year. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.